Okay, now we're going to create our actual point grid for each panel. Let's just drag this across to give ourselves some more space. And then off of this, I'm going to do a convert line. So let's go back to our single pass. Cool, and that'll just give us polylines. And then I'm going to sort these by Y and reverse the primitive sort, because we want poly 0 to be at the top. Then I'm going to put down 2 blast nodes. This one's going to be ISO top. Delete non-selected, so we want just our top poly. And this one is going to be ISO side. So isolate primitive 1. Then I'm going to put a wrangle down. And I'm going to need more space. Okay, so in this wrangle, this is just to resize it for the borders. So at P plus equal at N times, and then in brackets, channel, actually I'm going to need another set of brackets, so in the first set of brackets, channel, and we want to look up our module size in X. And it is plus our border X. And then divide that by 2. We're going to set the position of this to 0, because we're going to use this just for the modules across. Okay. And I need a resample. And on this resample, we want to change it to a long chord. And just need a reference module size X. And then let's come over to this side and quickly do a polyframe. And I'm going to use tangent, make that our normal, and primitive centroid. So our normals will point to the center here. I'm going to copy this resize here. Change that to resize side. And then instead of border X, we want border Y, and same for module size. Don't want this line. And let's set our in. So we're going to use these to copy onto each other with a copy to points. So we need to set a normal direction. And it's going to be 1 in Z. And then I'm just going to set our X and Z to 0. Because otherwise when we copy on, we'll double up on our position, and so we'll just set this to 0, 0 on the grid, but we'll keep our Y value. Okay, and then we also need a resample, so we just copy that one and switch that over to Y. Okay, and then we need to, because we'll need these later, store how many modules are on each axis. So to do that, again, we're going to put down another angle. And this one is the X modules. And this is really simple. Just do I at X modules equals endpoints input 0. Same thing for down here, but switch it over to Y. Okay. Now, for when we copy it on, we need to get a right vector, so it copies over the correct direction. So get right vector. And we're going to set our normal to our panel direction. And then we need a new matrix. And this is just going to be our rotation matrix. And we're going to make this an identity matrix, which is just default do nothing matrix. And we're going to use rotate function to rotate our matrix here. And we're just going to get 9 radians from degrees over 90. So we're going to look at our forward, rotate that. We're going to take our normal and then rotate that 90 degrees. And we need to rotate that around our y-axis. So you just do 0, 1, 0. Then we can declare our right attribute, and that's going to be equal to our normal times that rotation matrix. Oops. So just take our normal and rotate it 90 degrees around our y-axis. It's radians. Okay.